People, you see, money is a hell of a thing. Money make you know what some people is made from. And sometimes you have some people in your life and sometimes they might not even understand what you have got through as a person. And you step to them and you ask them for help. And they can help. They can help. But they rather say no to helping you. And they can help you. But when it was time for you to help them with open arms, you help them. And after that, I'm not going to say that they don't help, but you want a little bit more just to accomplish what you need to accomplish. Just a little bit more. You're looking for just a little more help from that person. And you know that person can help you. And you ask that person, but that person look at you and said they can't. A person like me, that is like a dagger to your heart. You know, it's a dagger to your heart. Because you know why? I'm the type of person who, you see, as long as I can do, I'ma do. And I don't try to, once I realize the type of person you, especially if I realize the person you is, I don't bring my problem to you. You would never hear my problem. Especially if I know that I asked you before, and every time I ask, it would be a no. I would after maybe the second no, maybe even the third no, I bring it up to the third no. Don't look for me to ask you again. But you know, when I was growing up, right, I always hear my grandmother say, and older folks, you know, that I've been around too, they would say, good friends. Yeah, and even daddy would say that too. Good friends better than pocket money. See this life that we live in? We were put on this earth to help each other. We were put on this earth to help each other. And this is why you see the black race. You see this kid, Carmelo Anthony, that got 35 pretty much to life. It's because of things like that. Because see, black people love to talk about unity. We love to spill this thing about unity, but we have no unity. Because you see, if one of us see the way and you need extra help, and you go to someone that you not even think you know can help you, and you are showing them the plan and how you will be able to pay them back in a reasonable time. They're not going to help you. Not going to help you. You know the sad part about it? It's not like they are using it to do anything that even makes sense. And after you've been around the person, you know that for a fact, because you are the one who been showing that person the ropes. But you would drop everything for that person. In any way, shape or form that you can help, you would drop and help that person. At least I would. That's when I say I love. You know? But you have some people in this world, I'm telling you. And this is why the black race, man, you see, money is a thing like this. It comes and it goes. And you see, living in America, the beauty about living in America, there's always a way. It's not always the right way, but there's always a way how to make money or get money, right? But as I said, you have some people who you have done some things in which to help them to even be or reach where they are. You was a part of that journey, and you would think that, you know, you have some people you hear they say ride or die. They ride with you till the day you die. The day you die. You know? The day you die. You have some people, it's like you're holding on to one hand and the other, or you, one hand is trying to give you something but the other one is holding. And you see, in situation like that, it's like you could never prosper. Could never prosper because that person didn't give you with a clean heart. Just notice, you see, when people give you things with a clean heart or do things for you with a clean heart, just stay prosper. You just keep on prospering. That's what I realized with life, you know. But I tell you, man, some of us out here, And you know the sad part about it? At least for me, I'm always doing things where which when I do good by you, it's because I know that one day you might turn around and help me because I'm gonna need your help. I help out of the goodness of my heart for the first part. But I also have it always in the mind. When I help you, one day you might have to help me. And I would want to believe that you wouldn't hesitate if I have to call on you. It could be 100 times. As long as that person didn't screw you over, meaning they didn't leave you in debt, or they didn't take your things and didn't, give you back or pay you back or stuff like that. Those people, yes, yeah, you cut them off. Those people, you're not going, ain't nobody out here is a fool. Okay? Ain't nobody out here is a fool. So I'm not talking in that sense. Definitely not. But people who you help, and they wouldn't hesitate to help you back, no matter how much time. No, love, see, love is a funny thing. Love is a funny thing. And you know this, you know the sad part about it, especially in this country, America. Think about, you have everything to screw that person over. You have all the information that you need to screw that person over. But I wouldn't. You know what? See this, which is a heart? It's more valuable than this, which is money. Because whenever I do something, I must be able to lie in my bed and sleep comfortable. I must be able to know that I did not deceive you because of money. Because money will come and money will go. And some people in life, they have to learn the hard way. They have to learn the hard way. Yeah. They have to learn the hard way. And it's sad because, I'm a person who, I don't like being hard to people that you love. I don't like being hard to people that you say you love. I don't think that's love. When you have to be hard to someone that you verbally say, I love you, but yet still you're being hard to that person, that doesn't sit well with me. I don't think that's how love works. I don't think that's the way how love should go. When you look at certain things and you see where in which, if you want, you could screw this person over so bad that everything go crazy for them in life. And you just shake your head. 'Cause you know what? I've been on this earth for the last 45 years. And I can't remember being shady to anyone. And I won't start now. And I see the Almighty has taken me through some dark place sometime. You know? And I'm still here. Still here. This is a message to people, man. When you have good people in your life and people who mean you well, and even though that person is coming to you and asking you for help at this particular moment, sometimes remember where you're coming from. And it should never be a question. Let's look at a simple thing as you do so much things for a person because you have, say, a car. And they say, yo, you can pick up this for me, you can do this for me, you can do that for me. You never hesitate. Because you love that person. Never question nothing. You just go with it. But you turn around and you ask that person and say, you can buy me some gas? Just out of the blue. Nothing to do with you going to pick up anything for them. But you ask them, can you buy me some gas? They don't know the reason why you're asking. And their comeback is, pretty much, how much is it going to be? Now I take offense to that. How much can a tank of gas cost? Especially if you know the type of vehicle the person is driving. It's gonna cost $40? Or even if it was gonna cost $100. See, sometimes we hold on to certain things which is, it's not valuable, you know. People talk about coming together and working together. Sometimes people don't understand that even though you might be asking for them help right now, it's something that's going to help them still, because they are always still on your mind, and you are trying to take care of certain things to even better yourself in that moment, to better their life in the long run. Especially when you realize that person is not a go-getter in certain things, and you see the way how you can make sure you set certain things for that person in the future. But that person is going to look at you and tell you no, or ask you some stupidness about how much it's gonna cost. Now me, first thing I would say, no problem. I'm not gonna ask you how much it's gonna cost. I'm gonna say, no problem. Simple as that. No problem. It could be the last dollar in my pocket. The only thing I might say to you is, I only have this. But when you ask how much that is going to cost, in the way how you ask it too, it's not just you ask it, but it's how you ask it. You can see the bother that you put on that person already. I'm gonna say this to you. Life is precious. Life is precious. This is why you have so many people. See, while they're alive, they're not quick to help. But the minute you die, they want to buy the dearest casket. And they want to buy the dearest suit. And the dearest wreath. But while you was alive and that person could help, they're like a vice grip. They hold on to everything. But as my grandma would say, everybody have them 4 o'clock. You see, in this country, like my father always say, take one dose of sickness and they wipe out your entire bank account. So the same money where you might think you try hold on to, one dose of sickness and you wipe out everything. And then when time, the person who had your back and who really love you and care about your well-being realize and say, you know what, enough is enough. You're going to hear all kind of things and you're going to see all kind of things and all kind of whatever. I tell you, this life is amazing. You hear me? It's amazing. And half of the time we are struggling as people, we don't have to. We really don't have to. But you know, sometimes people only can see their nose. And that's as far as they could see their nose. And this is why white people, Chinese people, Indian people, all of these people, they strive so much. But you tell that same person one bunch of garbage and you see how quick they spend their money. And they give their money to people who means them no good. Absolutely no good. And with this person who I'm talking about, I've seen that. And I'm the same one who said certain things. And when they look into it, they're the same ones say they were so disappointed. And you see social media sometimes, you see some people come on social media and them say certain things. They say it on social media to educate people, one. Because a lot of time maybe that's the only way it could get to that person's brain. Trust me. You know, you see in life sometime, I look upon life different, man. I just look at life different, you know. And you know, Donald Trump has showed me so much things. Even though I would never vote for him, but he has showed me so much things in this country that is possible when you work together. That's why he's getting away with so much things, because he have everybody in place who is working with him. Just imagine if black people work together that way. You know, this kid Carmelo Anthony, who got sentenced for the 35 years. You know how many black people I hear say that he shouldn't have the knife and he shouldn't do this? Black people. When you have the same thing happen with a white boy who drive states to get the place to go kill at least 2 persons and get off scot-free. $2 million in his bank account. President meet him. All of these different things. Multiple white people who didn't get off, and meeting with Trump. You look at us, black people, over some very silly, trivial things. You can't even come together. You can't even see the vision. You know, the thing is, Marcus Garvey said it best. Until the black man unite, we will never get anywhere. See, black people love to shine on each other. They like to show that, oh, I own this or I own that. Me, I don't care what I own in this life. Anybody around me is welcome. Welcome. Because you know one thing I know, you're gonna die and leave it. I just remember this. As I said, Daddy always say, one dose of sickness and you wipe out your bank account. And that bank account where you think say you've been babying, it could have been so much more. So much more. So life is not hard, you know. We make life hard. And I realize that more and more. You want to know something? You see, this life, if you know where they are, if you know where they. You know, I have a wife, right? And trust and believe me, no matter what that woman have, it is never too good for nobody. And she would give her last. She would give her last. You hear me? She would give her last. and I've never stepped to her and tell her, say, I want to do this or I want to do that. Even if he miserable up for a little bit. But you know, never say no. I tell you. Life. Sometimes I look upon life and I say life no fear. You know, life no fear. Life no fear. Really don't. That woman work hard. You know, she work hard. And she loyal. Very loyal. Very loyal. As I say, miserable sometime. Loyal. Sensitive. Jesus Christ. And you know what? Any venture when me tell her, say, what you gonna do? Him did it. Him did it. Trust me. Just have to get that off of my mind, people.